All right, traders, welcome to our Trading Week Ahead broadcast. I'm Ken Calhoun from TradeMastery.com, coming at you live here on Saturday, May 13th, 2023. And as you can see, our market's been very flat for the last couple of months. I was quizzing everybody, the early birds here before we got started. What's a kind of a cautionary note that the market may be headed down? What's a visual signal? Thanks, Lennon, Daphne, Allen, Andrew, Krish. The answer is more red than green candles, right? Simply look at the color of the candles. We're closing at day lows, so that's a bearish signal. We got 4 out of 5 of the last week, and the Monday was just a doji, which is uncertain. So 4 out of 5 of the last candles is red, so that's a bearish sentiment. And even though price action is not dropping, we're not dropping under the 4100 support as we did last week. The fact that we have more red than green, that's a red flag. And the other is that we are not able to take out new highs after repeated attempts. So we've got obviously 4,200 way up there is kind of conservative resistance one, and conservative S1's down at the 4040 support and resistance. The immediate weekly is just at the 4080 by 4160, right? 4160 would be the immediate weekly resistance one and 4080 support one. So the market's not telling us much except that it's kind of a weak short bias because of all the red candles. So we don't have a strong bias one way or the other. For another clue, we want to take a look at the VIX. And if we can pull that up here. Now we have topping tails in the VIX lately, so that's not good for a VIX recovery. I'm still waiting for a 20. 20 to 22 is a distinctly bearish start for the VIX. As long as we're still under 20, the VIX is still underwater in my opinion, and the market may still grind up because we have more red than green this last couple of months, right? So the VIX is still uncertain. It had a couple of spikes here. It's kind of overdue for a big spike, but be cautious unless we get over the 20. If the VIX gets over 20, we want to short the market, buy index puts, or short, and close open longs and go into our inverse ETFs. We're going to start off today by looking at the charts that you folks had mentioned, and then we'll look at the ones from last week. Actually, I'll tell you what. To set the tone, let's start. We'll start at the beginning. We'll start with last week's charts. Again, I'm not going to be here too long today because we've got a lot to cover. Before we jump into that, wait, there's more. I wanted to mention I do have a sale, trademastery.com/gold ticket. There's a really good price there for both the 2-week trial for just $27 and more access. I think the monthly is just $97 or something. Anyway, so for my live trading room, go to trademastery.com/gold ticket. For those of your fellow, it's $27 for a 2-week trial, the $97 a month, $27, and that's my lowest price ever. So it's a really good deal, and money back guarantee, of course. Not just 1 but 3 guarantees. So I stand behind my training. And we had so many winning alerts last week, right? It would have been, I won't say it would have been impossible not to make money potentially, but I will say I'm really proud of my members too. I have so many smart members that have really good alerts and charts they have us pull up as well. So it's a good team effort. So no risk at all. Try it out. You have my word. I work really hard for everybody. So well, let's get back to it. Let me get this mouse up here. Okay. That's at trademastery.com/gold ticket. Now, one thing you guys might be tempted to do is buy into a pullback. And that's always, in my humble opinion, a bad idea. I never buy pullbacks, right? Even though we had a really strong run in this guy, UL, the fact that we pulled back may be the beginning of a rollover to the downside. I'd rather short it at 53.5 than go long over 54.5. So anyway, that's a pullback in an uptrend. We see a lot of them, right? All these previously strong breakouts are now in pullback territory, which is often the beginning of the end. Bum, 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 bum. And things crash and burn, right? So if it's been going up and it pulls back, don't buy a bounce there. Wait until a new high, a total new high, or stay clear. So these are some that were good momentum runners, but now they're not so much, right? They're all starting to show some signs of weakness after spectacular runs up. This one's still alive and kicking a little bit. KBH, good chart. These are charts both from me and from you folks from last week, and they're spectacular charts. Shooting star, warning. Flatline, worry. RL, that one's still alive, right? It's still going up. Though, Who can tell me what's the story of the most recent 3 candles that tells us to be cautionary about potential longness? What's the red flag in the upper right corner of this chart? Don't everybody post at once. Good point. The trader saying, yeah, we got a doji. Absolutely right. Doji, John, Krish. Right. Judy's exactly right. Shorter green candles. And William. And Daphne. And Devendra. And Tony. Thanks. Yeah, good point. Diminishing volume. That's one good spot by Tony on that. But it's like a less than sign, which means less than, you shouldn't trade it, right? We have the most important point. A lot of you got it. Thanks, because it means you guys learned from me. Decreasing, or not just me, but whatever. Decreasing size of the whole body of the candle to large, medium, small. That's not good. You want small, medium, large. Then you go long. If it's going the other way, that's usually what happens before a drop. So. And the fact that price increasing on declining volume is also a red flag. So I wouldn't take it, even though it looks good. That's an internal red flag. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to touch it. Can't touch this. Shopify was good, but now not so much. That's a bearish engulfing up there, right? If ever I saw a bearish engulfing, it's up there. And again, for more on candles, learn from my colleague Steve Nissen at candlecharts.com. He's the original and the best and the only person you should listen to when it comes to candles. Everybody else, copy Steve. Why listen to copycats? Go to the original. I'm fiercely loyal to Nissen because what he teaches works. It's worked for me, and he's very smart. And so, anyway, I like good people that know what they're talking about. In this one, SHAK, kind of red flag, right? It's a rollover pattern. Okay, so those are good examples of charts that had been strong, but not so much anymore. So I'm not going to buy any of those because they're all in pullback territory, right? In fact, I'm not going to buy anything long unless the market gets to new highs. So here's your guys' choice. Shooting star, so that's a warning sign, but if it breaks that shooting star high over at 820, yeah, not a trade recommendation, but my personal take on these, is it tradable? Sure, it's a good breakout. Range is good. It's a good chart, but only if we get over the shooting star high. EYE. Yeah, I like the range and I like the story. It's a good chart. It's telling a good story. It's one of those fell off a cliff on a gap down and now it's slowly starting to climb up. And I like the fact that the climb is consistent. We always want consistent climbs or consistent moves up like this one. That's a good chart, worthy of consideration. GOCO. While volatile, that's a terrible chart for swing trading because it's directionally, confusing. We don't know what it's going to do. It's going down, then it's up. It'd be great for day trading, especially you can see on those large green candle days. So this is good for day trading, but not for swing trading because it doesn't have a consistent pattern. Biotech up, LabVIEW. We day trade this one. I don't swing trade this because they're not consistent. NAB. Day trade only and cautiously. I like the range on it, but it wouldn't be any, I wouldn't swing trade at all, no. Apple actually looks good. Apple's climbing. If it takes out 176, that's a good 2-month buying spree from 146 to 170. So for longer term swing traders, Apple looks good up at new highs. Tesla looks terrible. It's a bearish engulfment just recently, and so I'd short the 165. Akamai, I think that's that one. Too risky because the gap direction can be up or down, right? Mostly it's been up, but I feel like I'm taking on too much risk on this one because it's, you could buy the 87 and it gaps down to 83 or something, so not consistent enough. FRM, I like the recent move up, but the fact that the whole bodies are declining, you got upper tweezer top means it's probably going to go down. So I'd short the 1150, but I wouldn't buy that. City, that's absolutely terrible. No trend at all. MMI. Oh, that's even worse. That's a horrible chart. Short allows to the 27 would be that one. Applied Materials. That's a truly terrible chart on multiple counts. It's choppy as fudge. It's all over the map. It doesn't have enough range. This is gambling. You wouldn't make any. I would make money trading this. That's a terrible chart. You're fired. See, Oracle. Oracle, I like the trend. The trend is relatively strong. For longer term swing traders, it might be okay. I'd like more range though. And again, I don't buy right under major resistance like 100. So I'd wait till like over 101 before going long in Oracle, but it's too expensive for the volatility. But I like the trend. The trend is decent. I see that one's good actually. I like that one, even though it's in a pullback sideways chop here lately. Well, that was one of ours we picked last week too. If it does break over the 38, maybe worth a shot. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Andy. Appreciate it, man. Continue criteria for placing a buy stop. You can't put buy stops in pre-market. It's a trick question. Thanks, Andy, for the try, but good try, buddy. No, you got to do everything with limit orders, including buys and stops. You can't use automated stops in pre-market trading. Only in live market trading from 9:30. I trade pre-market often, but you have to use buy and sell limit orders only. Okay, William's saying ISE is capped by a buyout. Okay, so it's a buyout play, so that gets off the consideration list. All right. So let's go back through your guys' charts here and just take a quick peek. Is it worth trading? Okay. It's an okay chart. UIE, that one's a pass. COCO, nope. Labu, nope. INAB, nope. Apple, cautiously for patient long-term traders, which are really not, so nope. Tesla, nope. Akamai, nah, no, too imprecise. FRM, nope. Citi, nope. MMI, hell no. Okay, so I'm sorry. So out of all you guys' charts, there's two that are worth looking at: EYE and ASRT. All right. I'll tell you, go from a list of yay long down to a list this long. Well, that's what you want to do as part of your scanning approach, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to trade 20, 30 stocks a week. I want to keep it focused to 4, 5, 6 at most. So that's the short list. So thanks, guys. All right, we're going to wrap up soon here because I've got a lot of work to do. Fixing up the house, going through home remodeling. Let's take a look at some intraday charts here for a sec. One thing to always pay attention to is the S&P, and it's all over the place, right? They don't know what they want to do. This is the stock market. It's down, then it's up, then it's a gap up, then it's a sell-off, then it's a bounce. They don't know what the F they want to do. So we stay clear and we only trade the strongest charts. I think Boyle has a shot at a recovery and some of our inverses. Hey, Boyle did a nice breakout. Boom. Boyle's natural gas. Okay, that's going to be my pick of the week. Remember I said that next week when it's up at 6 or 5 or whatever. Boyle. Not a trade recommendation, but I look to buy this over, say, anywhere over 316 for Boyle. Any kind of breakout in natural gas ETF long Boyle. There must have been some news or some report coming out midday yesterday, right? So Boyle's way the heck up. We got a nice spike up in volatility with the UVIX starting to climb up, and our semiconductor inverse stocks is also on the rise. So if I had to pick just one thing to trade next week, it'll be Boyle, B-O-I-L, because I know that instrument, and I know that a spike that big means it must be some commodity-based news, some shortage or something like that. That'll likely, it's so far down, I can easily see 6 or 8, a double in Boyle's future from where it's currently at, way down at the sale price of $3 a share. So that'd be my top idea, but not recommendation, is Boyle next week. And your guys picks ASRT and EYE, not too bad either, so. Hey, thanks, Gary. Saying good show. Thanks. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to wrap. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm a man of economy of words. My wife would disagree with that statement, but I'm getting better. I don't want to babble. I want to stay to the point. Is that good? You know, we hit and run, give you guys some good actionable intel, and I get the heck out of here, and no big sales pitch. I mean, that's my sales pitch is 10 seconds. I believe in what I do. So many hundreds of members, traders like what I teach. So trademastery.com/gold ticket. 100% money back guarantee on the trial membership for the couple of weeks, or even for the first month. So give me a shot, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week. So Vegas was great. I really had a fun time with the Money Show team. It was great. When I spoke, I had a full house. Every single seat was packed, and with people standing in the back as usual. Over 100 people there to see me, and it was great. It was also great to see my colleague Harry Boxer, who I'm a huge fan of, and we're going to be doing a webinar together sometime soon. So be on the lookout for that. Harry Boxer from www.thetechtrader.com. And he's brilliant. He's the best stock picker on the planet. And I'm not too shabby myself, so learn from the both of us. So we know what the heck we're talking about. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Go out there and make a lot of money, okay? Trade the strongest charts only and make it work. All right. Have an epic weekend. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for being here. Join my room at trademastery.com/gold ticket. Bye.